Hello everyone, welcome back to RareChem Official. Today we are going to discuss about valence bond theory. Valence bond theory was proposed by Hitler and London. This theory explains the shapes of covalent molecules, their bond angles and bond lengths. VBT and molecular orbital theory was extended by Pauling and Slater to explain the directional nature of covalent bonds. Covalent bond is formed by the overlapping of two orbitals having unpaired electrons. The two orbitals involving must belong to two different atoms and the electrons present in them must have opposite spins. The orbitals involving must belong to two different atoms. This is one atom, this is another atom. Both atoms has unpaired electrons and electrons present in them must have opposite spins. See, these two spin, this atom has two upward direction, this is also upward direction. If these two, it is not combined, this means it is not overlap, because the rule is the electrons present in them must have opposite spin. This is upward, this is downward. These two can overlap. This can't overlap because both spin has similar, and the rule is what? The electrons present in them must be have opposite spins. This is upward, this is downward. Greater extent of overlapping, the stronger is the bond is formed. See, if take two atoms, see, it is lesser extent of overlapping. See, lesser extent, stronger, lesser overlap, stronger overlap, and overlapping should be less than 50%. Means if more than 50%, it has both has nucleus, right? It come towards near to the nucleus. This also it went near to the nucleus, so the overlapping should be less than 50%. If overlapping is lesser, the weaker bond is formed. If stronger bond is if the overlapping is strong, the bond is strong. Overlapping is greater, the stronger bond is formed. If more than 50% is formed, that is not valid. If two atoms A and B approaching each other having nuclei Na and Nb and electrons present in them are represented by Ea and Eb. If take hydrogen molecule, this is nucleus, it has one electron in outermost shell. If take another hydrogen atom, has one electron in outermost orbital, it is represented as Ea and Eb. It is atom 1, it is atom B. Both combining, it is AB molecule. Attractive forces arises between nucleus of one atom and its own electron. See, nucleus of one atom and its electron, attraction between these two. And if take, this is one atom, this is another atom, and nucleus of this nucleus of attraction between nucleus and this electron attraction is possible. Nucleus of one atom and electron of other atom means nucleus of one atom, electron of other atom, at same time nucleus of one atom and electron of other atom. These two attract this it is attraction forces possible between this atom and this atom. Repulsive forces arises between electron of two atoms. See, electrons of two atoms EA and EB, nuclei of two atoms, and this is repulsive forces. This also repulsion. Attractive forces tend to bring two atoms come close to each other, means it comes close to each other, and where the repulsive forces tend to push them apart. Whenever both attraction forces and repulsive forces are equal, it bond exists with maximum distance, means like this, means it should be less than 50%. It formation of H2 molecule, because I taken H2 molecule, so whenever both attraction and repulsive forces are equal, it forms a molecule with maximum distance. Covalent bond is formed with its electron cloud concentrated along the internuclear axis and having this cylindrical symmetry is known as sigma bond. S orbitals, this is S orbital, this is S orbital. It has non-directional because it is non-directional in it form internucleus axis and having cylindrical symmetry. Whenever two s orbital combining or overlapping, it forms sigma bond. Linear overlapping of atomic orbitals resulting in the formation of sigma bond. A covalent bond formed by the sidewise overlap of atomic orbitals of atoms already bonded through a sigma bond, and there in which electron cloud is present on either side of the internuclear axis is known as pi bond. See, sidewise overlap means sidewise overlap of atomic orbitals of atoms already bonded through a sigma bond. First sigma bond is formed, then pi bond is formed. If take N2 molecule, first sigma bond, then pi bond. Lateral overlapping of atomic orbitals resulting in the formation of pi bond. Lateral or sidewise overlap, it forms the pi bond. Pi bond is formed only after the formation of sigma bond. First sigma bond is formed, then pi bond is formed. Pi bond will be formed. Any type of orbitals can involve in the formation sigma bond formation. Only p and d orbitals can involve in pi bond formation. When orbitals of two atoms come close to form a bond, their overlap may be positive, negative or zero depending on the sign and direction of orientation. If take positive overlap, see if both orbitals should be positive sign. We may get one doubt, positive positive and negative negative are repulsion, right? How it will be attractive. Here these are orbitals we are showing with the positive sign. Here not electrons we are uh, writing. These are the orbitals has different signs. If both orbitals overlapping with the positive sign, it is a positive overlap. It is positive, and s orbital always positive. Both orbitals has positive and positive, it forms positive overlap. Here positive and positive, it is positive overlap. And both orbitals should be in same direction. And if come to negative overlap, this orbital has positive and this other orbital has negative sign, and it is negative overlap. And here s orbital always has positive charge and p orbital is negative, and this is positive. Positive negative, it is negative overlap. And coming to this overlap, this orbital has positive, this orbital has negative sign, and it is negative overlap. And it should be in same direction. But if coming to zero overlap or non-bond, it forms non-bonding. Zero overlap means if take one orbital, it is one direction. This s orbital is in one direction. It is zero overlap. If take this overlap, this is in one direction, this is in one direction. This is, if take this is in x direction, this is in y direction. It is called as zero overlap. That's all for today. Thank you for watching.